Well, welcome back to another quick play baseball video. In this video, we're going to continue our 1978 Dodgers replay using pitchers or pitching staffs. I've played several games so far. I recorded the first game, which was a 1-0 win for the Dodgers over the Phillies, but they took 2 of 3 from Philadelphia, and then they went on to drop 2 of 3 against against the Dodgers. Against the Mets. So they lost 2-1. They won 2-1. I'm sorry, they took 2 of 3. They won 2-1. They lost 5-4 on a game-winning double, pinch hit double in the bottom of the 9th inning, a 2-run double, and then they won 12-4 in the last game. It was sort of a home run fest, and they're going to Montreal now for a set, and so this is going to be Dodgers at Expos, and the record so far is 4-2. The actual record was 5-1, so we're on pace. It would have been 5-1 had it not been for the heroics in the bottom of the 9th inning against the Mets. So they were actually leading that game 4-3 going into the 9th inning. Alright, so we have the Dodgers, we have the Mets, and first up for the Dodgers, get one on, and it's going to be Bill Russell. Russell makes the out. So we go to the bottom of the first, and the Expos get a runner to third, and that's going to be Ellis Valentine, and he makes the out, so no runs scored, and we go to the bottom of the top of the second. Score is tied at 0. Again, I'm using the pitching for this, and so both pitching staffs are A staffs. I have used the individual pitchers as well, and I don't have Bob Welch for the Dodgers, so that's why I'm not going with the individual pitchers. But this is Bob Welch against who was it? Ross Grimsley in the real game. So here's nobody on, 2 out. That's going to be Steve Garvey to the plate. 6 is going to be an out, so no runs score. And the Expos in the bottom of the second get bases loaded, and that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the pitcher spot, and 2 outs. Pitcher strikes out, and that puts away the Expos. No runs scored, so we're tied at 0 still, going into the top of the 3rd inning. This is quick play baseball. Quick play baseball is a fast play baseball game. So basically there's 1 play per inning. These situation cards set up the situation for the inning. So for the inning we have nobody on and nobody out. And I'm moving my coin here down the up or down the down the lineup and then back to the top. So you go to the next person in line. However many spots are here, that's how many you move down the order. So I was at the pitcher, and now I just moved it to Dave Cash, who's the leadoff hitter, and he's going to be the batter for the inning. So that's a 9. Cash is not a star player, so a 9 is I'm sorry, that should be Dusty Baker. Same thing still applies. Dusty Baker is the batter, and nobody scores for the Dodgers. Here we have bases loaded, nobody out, and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's Tony Perez, and Perez makes the out. Can't bring the runs home, and so that brings us to the end of the 3rd. And after 3 innings, I'm going to shuffle all the cards, even the ones that weren't used, and just to even things out. reason I shuffle all of these first two parts of the decks of cards, these two here, is to just try to give us an even distribution of hits and a more randomized ability to get hits. There are two hits in each of these decks, so 2 and 2. So you want to make sure you give yourself that opportunity. Each batter has a good opportunity for the hits. Nobody on and 1 out, and the batter is going to be Steve Yeager. There's a hit and a double, but a double with nobody on base doesn't do anything, and so they don't score any runs. There's 2 on with nobody out, and that's going to be Warren Cromartie. Cromartie makes the out, so we go scoreless into the 5th inning. Good pitcher's duel here. Both teams are A rated, which means that their FIP was somewhere between 0 and 3.5, which is really good. And here is the Dodgers are up in the top of the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be Steve Garvey to the plate with the bases loaded and 2 outs, and he makes an out. No runs scored. The Expos come up in the bottom of the 5th. Nobody on and nobody out. It's going to be Gary Carter batting. There's a knock for Carter and a triple, but Carter can't bring anybody home because nobody's on base. So no runs scored there. We go to the top of the 6th inning, score tied 0-0. This is a 1978 replay between the Dodgers and the Expos. It's a replay from August 15th to September 16th for the 78 Dodgers. It was a really huge stretch for them that year. Okay, Dodgers are up. They get 2 on with 2 out. And Davey Lopes up to the plate. He has been crushing the ball, but here he makes the out. No runs scored. And the Expos come back with bases loaded, 1 out. And it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to be Ellis Valentine, their only star player. So let's see if he can get it done. There's a hit and a home run. So a grand salami. 4 runs are going to score, and that's a home run by Ellis Valentine. And the Expos take a 4-0 lead going into the top of the 7th inning. So we get to the final section of the game, the final third of the game. And it's looking rough for the Dodgers, but just like the game changed on one swing, it can change very quickly. So you get those bases loaded cards, especially with 2 outs. You can do a lot of damage with a lot of kinds of hits. Because with 2 outs, I usually give everybody an extra base. So a double scores all 3. A single scores 2. So we shuffle all of our cards, and we have the Dodgers coming up in the 7th. They get 1 on with no one out, and that's going to be Reggie Smith. Smith is a star player. Doesn't matter here as he gets makes the out, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. Nobody on and 2 out. Cromartie back to the plate, and he makes the out. Still 4-0 as we go to the 8th inning. 78 Dodgers at the 78 Expos. It's top of the 8th inning. This is for the Dodgers. They get the bases loaded here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be Steve Yeager to the plate. Let's see if Yeager's got a hit in him. He does not. And the opportunity goes by, no runs scored. The Expos get 2 on with 1 out. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to Dave Cash at the top of the order. And no hit from Cash either, so Heading into the 9th inning, the lead is 4-0 for the Expos. The Dodgers get one more crack at this. And we'll just go ahead and shuffle these anyway, just in case. The best they can hope for is a tie, and if this card that I flip over doesn't have bases loaded, then they're not going to be able to do that. And they get it. 1, 2, 3, 4 with Reggie Smith up. So we got a star player, bases loaded, nobody out, and let's see what happens. He makes the out, and so that's going to end the game. 4-0 is a score. That's going to be Expos over the Dodgers, and that's a Valentine home run. Ellis Valentine hit a 4-run bomb in the 6th, and that's the deciding factor in the game. All right. So we're going to move on to the next game.